I've heard it before. You're probably thinking this. We've been wanting to do our estate planning for years, but it just seems so overwhelming. We have all of these different accounts and we have to get all the account numbers down on paper, and maybe we have life insurance policies, but I don't really understand how they work. And we have heirlooms around the house, but we don't know what they're worth either. And we want to get all that information before we get started with our estate plan. I'm Patrick Cawley with Keystone Elder Law in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And here's my response to that. Don't wait to start doing your estate planning because you're hung up on the what of your plan, what you have. Instead, focus on who and when, and then go to what. So what do I mean by that? The who of your estate plan is who is going to make legal and financial decisions for you, pay your bills, deal with insurance companies, deal with banks if you got really sick or injured. If you become incapacitated and you haven't figured out the who, there's going to be a mess for your family, and there may be nothing left in terms of the what at the end of your life. So figuring out who will make decisions for you in the event of incapacity comes first. This also includes who will speak to the doctor on your behalf if you are unable to have a conversation about a treatment decision with your doctor. That's very important. For all of these who decisions, you want there to be a backup plan. Think of multiple people. You might want to have one at a time, but if one can no longer serve in this role for you, if you're incapacitated, you want a backup option. Finally, who includes who gets property from your estate. And if it's multiple people, do they get it in a certain share or percentage? Think about that who. Are you including children, grandchildren maybe, maybe not, friends, charities? This all goes into the category of who. Once you've figured out who, you're ready to get started, but you also want to be thinking about when. So if there's any chance that a child or a disabled person or somebody who has money management problems might be getting something from your estate, some property that you own, then you want to think about when they will receive that property. Do they have to get to a certain age first? Do they have to achieve certain goals before they receive that money? Do they have to have a treatment plan in place? Whatever the case may be, this is all part of your plan, and it needs to be designed so that it will work. So the when becomes important. For most families who don't have any of these concerns, it's just simply do they get money while you're still alive? Do they get it through life insurance immediately upon your passing? Do they get it at the end of the settling of your estate, which might take a year after you're gone? Do they get it much further down the road because you've structured maybe some trusts or something to dole out the money, the property, bit by bit over time or according to certain behavioral circumstances? So that's the who and the when. Once you have that figured out, we can move on to the what. What exactly do you own? It will be helpful to your estate planning attorney as well as your family to have some record in one place, especially for incapacity planning. If somebody had to pay your bills, they'd like to know what money do you have, what accounts do you have, what insurance do you have, where is it? But we'll figure that out later. Get started. That's the most important thing. And when you get started, focus on who and focus on when. Then we'll get to what.